You're being too delicate with it.
That is so podcast to me to have like the water bottle right in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that looks classic.
This would be a little too distracting.
We're out here in Undertone City.
So I'm going to have you guys start by introducing yourself and just kind of explaining how the band came together.
Yeah.
I'm Abina Tesh. This is
I'm Joan.
yeah. And we're in Kulfi Girls. We started this band in 2021 because Joan and I started dating in that year, and we wanted to make a band, so we started.
Yeah, it started out as like a duo
Yeah.
kind of thing, and then gradually added members from there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where did the name come from?
So actually, we used to be. We had an idea of what we wanted to be called.
This is some lore. Okay, this is some Kulfi Girls lore.
I picked Madras Mangoes or Mangai, something like that. Madras Mango or Mangai. And my younger sister hated that name so much. She's like, you should just be Kulfi Girls. I was like, you know what? Okay.
I think she was in like middle school at the time.
Yeah,
She was like,
Middle schoolers do have a lot of opinions.
yeah, no, shit.
Shout out
She's
Aller.
like, I don't like that.
It's a good name. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you describe your sound to someone who's never heard you before?
That's a good question.
You go.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say like classic rock with like some punk and pop influence. It's hard to give a succinct answer to that. I feel like people describe our sound in a lot of different ways. I like to bring like every member of the band brings like a different sound. I feel like we all come from like different genres almost. So like I feel like I bring a little bit of like this psych rock kind of sound. I'll be
Pop.
yeah. A Day, our drummer, they bring this kind of like hardcore punk vibe, and then Steph, our bassist slash flutist, she plays like a million different instruments for our band. We love her for that. She's like brings this very like classic rock kind of sound. And I don't know, I feel like our band kind of reminds me of like there's like old rock bands where like you listen to them and then like there's some songs that are like more acousticy and there's some songs that are like heavier. Like I feel like older like rock bands, like it was like a little harder to pin down like the kind of sound, like a little more diverse in the kind of songs that they make. That's how it feels. I don't know. That's how I feel like being in this band. But I don't know if you agree with that.
No, yeah, I agree. I feel like we were always in that pop rock bounce around between those two genres.
Yeah. Okay. And what artists would you say have helped shape your musical style? I know you said it's kind of a collective, so for you two at least.
You go first.
My childhood, I listened to a lot of Collywood, so A.R. Rahman, Mitski, Sufjan Stevens. I also listened to a lot of post-hardcore as a kid too, so I feel like that's something Joan and I bonded about.
Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance. They're not post-hardcore, but
But
they're
they're
something I
good.
listen to. Yeah.
Like adjacent.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't ask me about genres.
I know people get really
They
like
get up in arms.
people are really opinionated about like genres.
I just like music. I will actually listen to anything except for country.
I feel like that's a common one. Do you write music collaboratively? How does your creative process kind of look like?
Yeah. I feel like Ubby and I will like start writing a lot of our songs, and then we'll like bring like a iPhone recorded demo track like to our band like during rehearsal, and then it kind of gets like fleshed out from there.
Okay.
But generally, like, the basis is we start writing together. Like, Joan will start playing something, I'll be like, I don't like this note, I want it to sound like this. But
Yeah.
I really give nondescript, like, I'm like, I don't like that.
Oh, yeah, it's
just
classic.
keep playing chords until I like something.
No, it's like another language. Like it's like I'll be like point at like the fretboard. Like,
The
I'm like, where are
rating.
you pointing? Not that I like know my fretboard anyways. That's another thing. I don't know if I should even be admitting this, but like I I'm very like embarrassingly not up on my music theory, and so like it does make it hard sometimes, like communicating like, oh, like I want it to sound like this. It's like, what do you mean like this? You know, you want it to sound like a rain cloud or something. Like you end up using like these really like weird like abstract words like to describe like the music you're trying to write. But anyways, yeah, I feel like we have this like rhythm, we have this like language that we use to like
Yeah. If I'm
write
driving in the
music.
car, sometimes I'll like be listening to music and I'm like, I don't really like this melody. What if it sounded like this? And then I'll record that melody and then bring it to Joan.
So like you steal.
I still like like a SoundCloud rapper. You know, I'm using the free beats.
Okay.
And I'm making my own groove. That's it.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of music is written that way subconsciously.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I feel like that kind of takes from the question, like, what artists kind of inspire your style? Like, I feel like that kind of ties in with that.
yeah. Sometimes like we'll be like writing something, and then one of us will be like, "Wait, did you steal that from somewhere?" Or like, or I'll be like, "Oh my god, like." Wait, I think we have to scrap this because I feel like I stole it from somewhere. And then usually when you go back and listen to what you wrote and compare it with the thing you think, like in retrospect, you stole from, it actually doesn't sound like that thing. Like you actually didn't steal it. You made something new, but inspired by that thing. Which it's just like you get this feeling like in your gut, like, oh man, like I ripped this off from somewhere. But usually it's not. Like it's just something vaguely inspired.
Nothing's truly original. That's why
Yeah, right.
I feel like at some point, like humans are gonna go into this like stage of like they're only gonna listen to crazy dissonant music because that's the original thing. You know, like it's not gonna sound pleasant to us now, but it'll be pleasant to them because it's new.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. Like, is it possible to use up all the notes? You know, is it possible to use up all like the combinations of chords and like, and even if you were to, if society were to do that, like whatever that means, like using up all the combinations of notes or chords, there's still like a bajillion different ways to play those chords and notes. Like, so like I can play, like the chords in some of our songs might be exactly the same chords as in some other song that like we've
Or
never
even our
heard.
own songs, which is actually a problem.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm guilty of that. Our bassist slash multi instrumentalist Steph, she has a lot more like musical experience than me, and I'm thankful for it because like sometimes I catch myself doing these weird things. Like I'll just like reuse chords. She'll be like, Didn't we use these chords in like another song?" And I'm like, "Ah, shit! Like you're right." You know, like I just and she has like that language, you know, like the musical theory language that is useful to have in a band. Like at least someone like has it. You know?
Is there any specific track of yours that you feel like kind of defines the band?
Be controversial, be
Kind of like I would say we have to pick two tracks. You know, it's gonna be FOF on the one side, and then it's gonna be Divinity on the other side. And I think both of them combined is like what we want to sound like.
I agree 1,000%. Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Because like there's like two sides to the music we make. There's one side is like more intimate, like emotional, like I don't know how to describe it. It's like
it's folky.
Yeah,
almost folky.
A little bit like psych pop almost. Yeah. And then this other side, which is like a little heavier, like taking some like I don't know, like prog rock, like some like punk influence, and that's like the song Divinity, which is the title track on our album. It's like it's got like this heavier kind of like I don't know, like dirtier sound.
I would say like all of our songs we try to have some sort of like progressive feel to it, like it switches something. I don't think we have a song that's like fully throughout the same almost. I could
yeah. Yeah, I think I agree.
Like like everything has like there always has to be like a different section in it that sounds a little different than the rest of the song.
Okay.
Which could be a bridge, which I feel like modern music is getting rid of bridges, but
yeah. Okay, so with Divinity, was there any inspiration behind that album, or if it's the title track, that song as well, or just kind of what you were feeling?
I would say, it's like starting with the album, I would say like the album is like definitely a coming of age type of album where you're like growing. And then so Divinity is the last track that is like acceptance, I would say. You know?
Yeah.
Divinity is like you're accepting who you are.
That's how I think of it too.
Yeah.
Like, I think the album has the theme of like transformation and like evolution on like in like a personal sense, like personal change. And Divinity, the title track, which just comes last in the album, is like this kind of like dark relinquishment of control. Like, I know myself, like I'm very like resistant to change, like as a person, and the feeling of like relinquishing control and like letting go and allowing change to happen is like feels like really cathartic, you know,
Scary.
to me, and
Yeah.
scary.
Scary.
And I think the song Divinity has that vibe throughout. Like it's a little like it sounds a little spooky. Like the lyrics are a little haunting, and it's all about like change and like letting go, kind of.
Okay. Are you currently working on any new projects after that album? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been hard. Like, everyone has lives.
Yes.
It's so hard to be like a musician. We can't be a musician full time. It's just not feasible at all. But
Yeah, for us right
yeah,
now,
it's just not happening.
like we have day jobs.
Yeah.
And you know, everyone has like families and stuff. And we've been working a little bit, but we're also like been working on like a different acoustic version of the album to like do like a double vinyl sometime in the summer. So that's like our
Okay.
next like bigger thing, but we're also like working on newer songs. So
Yeah, so this like album re-release. On one hand, it's something we really wanted to do. On the other hand, like we're almost like buying a little more time
Yeah.
to finish our next project, which is like the next album, which we have like a few songs already written for, and
Okay.
it's like a work in progress. Yeah.
So with the whole thing where like having day jobs, families, hard to get like everyone together creatively, would you say that's the biggest challenge you've been facing as a band?
yeah, I would say so. It's difficult to like match everyone's schedules to like meet and write creatively, and like on the other side, there's also like the world feels like it's ending. So I'm like I really gotta motivate myself to like do something, but it's hard. It's hard. I feel like I've been disassociating a lot.
Yeah, it's tough. Like we have to take care of ourselves, and like the political climate's really messy and not great, not very conducive to life for people like us. for a queer couple like living in the outskirts of Philly. But like I think yeah, it's tough. It can be tough getting everyone together, but it's not. I don't know if that's like the biggest barrier necessarily. I think the biggest barrier is like we have to dedicate so much time to like keeping ourselves like alive and like
Yeah.
sustenance and like making sure like we're stable in our day jobs. Now it's not a great time in the country to quit your job, but I don't know, maybe someday that won't be an issue. I don't know, it's like we live in a capitalist society where like it can be
Yeah.
hard to make a living off of
we actually
music,
wrote
but
most of Divinity while I was unemployed, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, and I was like home a lot during COVID. I was in grad
Yeah.
school at the
Mm.
time.
Yeah, a lot of people said that COVID's going to bring like a musical renaissance because so many people were like at home and like allowed to have that inspiration hit. We were going to like,
There are like different forms of arts that we didn't even realize that exists before.
yeah.
And it's a weird time in the art world right now, right? Like with like I don't know, like the AI
AI,
shit
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like it's a weird time. It's interesting to think about what is going to come next. And
Where do you see yourselves and your sound potentially in, say, 5 years, or where would you like to see yourself?
I think everybody in the band kind of has like a dream of being able to do our art for a living, like being able to put all of our time and energy into that is like it's something we love to do on one hand. On the other hand, like I think it's like valuable like for the community and like, you know, but I think we want to like release more music. We want to perform on bigger stages. My dream personally is to have like muscle and extra hands to help with performances because it is really hard performing and focusing on our music and like setting up like all of the technical stuff that we need to put on our best performance.
I definitely want like a show to feel like an experience, you know? So like having that production, all of that extra stuff is something that we love to do. Like we are an excessive band. We like to be like, I don't know, I like things materialistic almost, you know? Like I would like decorations. I would like
an immersive
an immersive experience, something that you're walking in, you're like, this is what I expect from a Kulfi Girl show, you know? But I was going to say that I don't know if I want this to be my full-time job. The minute is when I'm going to stop doing it.
I can respect that.
I just don't believe, like, I would love a good balance. Obviously, I don't like working full-time. Like, a part-time job plus being able to, like, be in Kulfi Girls, that's probably, like, a good thing. But, you know, our society doesn't allow for things like that. So, yeah.
That's true.
Like, I've listened to, like, Miley Cyrus talk about how she can't do stadium tours anymore because of how it affects her ego and everything, like having that many people like screaming, like loving you.
Yeah, how do you bring yourself?
Yeah, you need a day job.
Yeah.
Like Kim Kardashian said. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Even like it doesn't even need to be a day job. You could just be involved in your community, something that grounds you to, like,
some sort of stress,
some sort of normalcy. Because it's not normal.
So do you have any upcoming shows?
Yeah, we got a big one at Underground Arts in October. And that's opening. Yeah, we're opening for the Wonder Years and Kara Kara.
I know this blog that might be interested in covering that.
What blog is that, guys?
Quick commercial break. Oh, we're playing a benefit in November, too. It's called Local Fest, supporting Project Home on November 19th, I think. Yeah. So that one's at Milk Boy.
Okay. So with your live shows, what do you think might set you apart from another band on the same lineup?
The Vina. I have to sit on this floor with a mat, and I'm playing a religious instrument. It's a classical Indian instrument. It's called a Veena, and definitely people are just awestruck when they see it. It's a very normal thing in my culture, but like, it's not normal to be seeing that in like in a rock form or a pop form like that. And not pop music, no. Rock, yes. Sometimes. Like something like harder, like people don't really envision them two together. Yeah. In Bite, we definitely carved out like a mellower place for the Veena to be. In Divinity, everyone's playing with me at the same time. Yeah, so there's some give and take like with that.
Yeah, it's just like the lead. It's you have like a lead guitar in a band. That's like the role the Veena takes a lot of the times. I think.
I think Veena is like one of the ancient instruments from India. Right?
Yeah.
One of the oldest, I guess.
I think I actually wanted to start like I wanted to play a tambura or a sitar. I forget which was at my
when you were younger.
When I was younger, I don't know which one was at my singing teacher's house, but he had one of those instruments, and I was like, what is that? I would like to play that. And then I went to India, and my mom was like, we have a Veena sitting in the back, you're gonna play that. I was like, okay. It was definitely like a point of contention for me and my mom in our relationship. Like I started playing it. I was very interested in it, but like as a kid, you're like, "Ugh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to practice.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like that, but I definitely have a different feeling for the vina. My mom would be like, you need to practice. You need to do all this. And I was like, I don't even want to do this anymore. And then when I went to college, I stopped playing vina for such a long time. And it wasn't until COVID where I picked it up again. And like I got like an electric vina from India. It was like
Oh, wow.
dumb expensive, but
Would you say it's like more traditional melodies for that instrument, or have you adapted it fully to like the rock?
so when I learned vina, I feel like a lot of like the classical music is very religious. But like that wasn't suited for me. Like I would say like I'm a Hindu, but I'm not really a practicing religious person. I have respect for my instrument. Like I really do. And it's just like another way for me for my voice to be heard in a different way, I think.
Making it yours.
Yeah, it's definitely I feel like I can express different things on the vina than I can with my voice.
Yeah, one of the things we've been meaning to invest in and figure out the logistics for is like how to have Ubby seated as the front woman. Like you want her to be seen, but this instrument can only be played sitting down. So usually what happens is as soon as she sits down, like unless you're in the front row in the audience, she just disappears.
Get you some
So we
risers.
yeah, exactly.
risers.
But like the logistics of that, like we have to figure it out. But like that'd be cool to do at some point.
What is one thing that people might be surprised to learn about you as a band or you individually?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, that me and Joan are dating. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, we're like a couple.
This is your announcement.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
if you
I
look
mean,
at
like-
my personal page, like it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's so obvious, but people are surprised, I guess. I don't really like make our band page like about anyone specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, it's. I think it's on some level integral to like our dynamic as a songwriting duo, like, because we live together, like we're around each other all the time. Ubby will like come up to me, like I'm in the kitchen. Ubby comes up, it's like, listen to this, and then starts like laying down like a beat or something with her mouth, or like um, we can only do that because like we live together, and like I think it's nice.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like the Marias. Not saying the Marias aren't a great band, they're a phenomenal band. It's just heartbreaking to like think of being in that situation.
Yeah.
I know, right?
If you could collaborate with any artist, living or dead, who would it be?
It'd have to be my man, AR Rahman. That'd be cool.
Incredible producer.
I know.
Like really, really good.
I know.
I only started listening to his stuff because of Ubby, I think. But yeah, like the standards for production from that guy are like out of this world.
I like a lot of his older music. Like, the ones where you hear more of like the classical instruments, those are my favorites.
Okay. Let's see. What song would be on your road trip playlist non-negotiable? You can each
Vroom
have your
Vroom,
own.
Charlie XCX.
Just the classics.
It's Not Meant to Be from Tame Impala. That's like the first track on their album Inner Speaker, which I like. I'm obsessed with that album. I love like that psych rock kind of thing, you know.
Oh, how many other members are also in it?
Yeah, we have Steph, our bassist, flutist, pianist, upright bassist every now and then. She's incredible. She knows way too many instruments. Oh, she plays guitar too on Ugly. She plays guitar on Ugly. Joan plays the bass on Ugly. And then we have Ade on the drums. She's amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing.
That's that is a rock backbeat. That is like your rock roots right there.
Yeah.
I was listening to the drums a lot. I'm a drummer too, so it was just.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think They have a lot of experience and like
We never tell anyone like what to play. We're kind of like, here's what we have. Do you want to add something to it? And then they like figure it out. And I'm glad because I can't do that. I only know my thing.
Wait, was your question? Make sure I didn't mishear you. Was your question how many other members are Indian?
It's
Is
just like and the influence of
Oh.
Indian culture on them.
I'm sure if
Yeah,
I'll be
that was
making
my
this and then I'll be like talking about stuff.
No,
Like
it's totally good. When I was in
So just me.
yeah.
Just me.
and it was a decision from the beginning. Like this is gonna be.
I actually tried to get like other Indian girls on board. It's hard. I feel like it's not like it's not common for like Indian girls to like play. I don't know. I don't want to say something crazy, but like it's hard. Like I feel like we're all like taught in the beginning. Like you start with singing, you start with singing, and then everything else is kind of like if you really want to play it, then you play it. Like it's not very encouraged. Like my cousin, she's she's a woman. She played tabla for a little bit, but dropped off. Like I don't know.
Is it like do you think it's culturally like?
Probably that.
Yeah. Maybe even more so.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything crazy, but I'm just thinking about like how like this is like way back culture. This is not India true ever now. But like if you're about to get married and you're meeting someone for the first time, they're like, go sing, go play the veena, go like like that's you're showing off your talent in a way.
Yeah.
So you perform, but that's like it's either singing or playing like the veena. It's not like go shred on that guitar.
All right. Decent stuff. Yeah.
Like go drum, go heavy, go crazy. Like I think as we're getting a little bit bigger, that we have a more like a wider net to cast if we wanted like more people in the band.
Yeah,
So
it's easier to find more band members when we're a little more well known.
Yeah.
As opposed
But
to
it's
when we were
definitely
just
something we
starting
did
out.
try to do in the beginning, and then it just like nothing happened.
We really
couldn't do
did.
it. It was just too hard.
I
And
remember
I'm a
that.
diva, so I could only be the lead vocalist. I'm sorry.
Only one singer.
Exactly. That's not true. Steph sings too. It's really
Okay.
cool when she's doing harmonies with me. I do like that. So
Steph always likes to highlight how nice it is that we have such like a diverse sound, and Steph plays a lot of different instruments, and like it's cool to be able to utilize all of that. And it's just like a natural, it's not like forced, like it's just like that's her language, and it comes out like when we're writing music, like like a mandolin would sound really good here, and then Steph reaches into her back pocket and pulls out a mandolin, or like yeah. She pulls out like a telescoping like flute, and like like whoosh, here I got the tool for the job, like just on me.
yeah, we call it FOF to be cool.
Yeah, why did we do that?
Because we're like Owl City Fireflies. We're gonna get
Oh my gosh.
we're gonna get overshadowed. We couldn't let that happen.
Yeah, I mean, with the already diverse lineup of instruments, I wasn't ready for rock flute, but it was there. And I was like, all right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and Steph like added like her Wurlitzer in the middle, and I love that part so much. It was just like last thing she added on.
Oh yeah, what was the recording process like then?
It's a long story. So I would say,
This will be the encore.
do you want to?
For the
Shall I?
Patreon.
No, you were part of most of it. Like I was like, I love being in this band because I like put everything on Joan. She mixed this. She did so much work for the record. It's crazy. All I did was sing. I sang and I played Veena on it, and then I told Joan which takes I liked. That
You
was
like
it.
co-produced, I'd feel like.
Yeah, I'm like, I just point.
Yeah, like I did take kind of like a producer role for this album, and so I still wake up at night in cold sweats thinking about the production process, which is pretty chaotic.
We were not
I
ready
don't
when we went
do
in.
this at home, kids. Yeah.
We were not ready when we went in to record, so it was really crazy. Joan was finishing her PhD, so like literally you
I
were
was
doing your
writing
PhD.
Yeah.
And she was about to graduate like in November, and we like did this in like July.
Yeah,
right?
I was writing my PhD thesis and like I had such little time to like practice. Like I was like running low on sleep, basically just like surviving on like um a unnatural amount of coffee
And goldfish.
and
Mm.
goldfish. Yeah, I love goldfish.
Okay.
Yeah. And like yeah, so like I was kind of sloppy on the record. I thought everyone did pretty good. I thought
It
I
was
was probably
hard.
the
It was a
weakest
hard.
link.
We didn't play to a click track. That was terrible.
Mm.
We did not play to a click track. Joan gets all of
Which-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like starting with a click is good. So then you have like a little bit of a basis, and then you turn it off when you're off of it. But I think it's necessary. Like I don't think we're the type of people to play with the click all the way through, because
yeah,
emotion, you know.
Yeah, it was a learning experience. I would say there's pros and cons of playing without a click. On the plus side, like I think the album sounds very organic. Like,
Mm.
and on the other hand, I did a lot of like editing and like there's things I've done that I shall not speak of here with like like copying like guitar parts, like pitching them up, like making like harmonies that like just doing like crazy things. Seems crazy in retrospect.
Yeah,
It was a lot of
an
work.
absolute mess.
And Field of Fireflies FOF was really challenging because there's just so many instruments in there. There's the tabla.
Yeah, we had
Roshni.
Roshni Samlal. I think that's her last name. But she's a New York tabla DJ. So cool.
Yeah,
So cool. She's so
featuring at
cool.
the end,
Yeah.
so that's who I was-
And I was like, reached out to her and I was like, hey, would you like to play tabla? I really wanted a mridangam on it, but I could not find anyone to play mridangam.
It's a hard instrument.
Yeah, but it's like the classic.
Yeah.
Like I love the noise of the mridangam, but like she plays tabla, and I was like, I'm gonna reach out to a girl that plays tabla, so
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah,
did.
so we have the tabla on there and like the drum kit. Like Ade is playing the drums and there's like two drums in that song. So mixing it is like weird. Like how do you like where do you bring in the tabla and like where do you like pull it back so like Ade's drums can cut through and like then there's Steph's Wurlitzer that is like I think persistent throughout the whole track, but there's certain times where like it kind of pops out, and then there's the
Mandolin.
flute which comes I think it's towards the end of the song. The mandolin, which again that's another one that's like throughout the song. The mandolin is always there.
Yeah, you
There's
can
my
hear it, like,
guitar.
peeking out, like,
Yeah.
peeking out.
It's just like it's crazy. Like when I sang it out loud, it feels crazy. Like there's just so much going on there, and then of course the vina. There's an electric guitar on there, like which I don't think we've ever done live, but like so like the electric guitar, the bass is like booming and like I'll be one of this like booming like almost like stereo kind of like bass sound and of course like I'll be vocals. Like there was just so much going on. Like producing that song was really kind of chaotic. I don't know.
What studio did you guys go to?
We went to Gradwell
Yeah, Gradwell House in New
in
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Um,
I forget Dave's last name. It starts with a D. Downingham, maybe. Awesome, amazing guy. He was so nice. He like
he's so patient.
Yeah, he was very patient. Like he was like, maybe we should put like different types of guitars on here to have like a fuller sound.
Yeah,
like,
the
I loved
electric
his
guitar
suggestions.
was his idea, which I think in retrospect, like I love that addition. Like I wish I could do that live. Like I'm playing a clean guitar live, but like I don't know. It's something about that song. Like it will never sound like it does on the record unless we have like many more band members. I feel like, which is fine. Like I like the idea of having a track, like a printed track that sounds different from what we're playing live. Like that doesn't bother me. There's a sample at the beginning of that song.
You're gonna out yourself.
No, oh shoot. We haven't gotten like copyright strike for it yet.
Sorry, we can get rid of that.
Like an
It's
old.
a really old song.
Can you talk about that, Abhi?
Yeah. Is it from Lovebirds, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Ambava.
Unbeva.
Ambava.
Yeah, Unbeva. It's just a really, really old Tamil movie, and there's the song. Like it starts, And all of the songs in that album, if you listen to it, sound like they were like recorded from a tape. Like someone like played the tape and then they recorded that and then that's what they uploaded to Spotify.
They recorded hot like that. It's like
Yeah.
like there's this part, like the beginning of the song. It's like the birds like it's. I love it. So we sampled that. And that's like what you hear at the beginning of the song.
I mean, a lot of Western artists has used Indian music to sample, like Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Then I think Britney Spears did something. Like,
Yeah, with Toxic.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
They like played like this. They listened to it and I think they like pitched it up and reversed it or something like that.
Yeah, you gotta play it in reverse or something.
That.
Oh.
Now we're gonna get copyright.
Something else
We were in hot water before.
Something else I almost forgot about. I sampled like so in Chandramukhi.
Oh, yeah.
There's this like this part where she's like going crazy, like her eyes are wide and like the every time the camera like switches to someone else like talking, it makes this whoosh sound, like whoosh, like really dramatic like sound effects. And I sampled that, and so it's like at the end of this isn't Field of Fireflies, this is Divinity. What am I thinking? In Divinity, like right before this breakdown happens with the Veena, it's like this bump 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 bump. And I have this like whoosh sound, like this. Nobody would know that I just outed myself.
Yeah, Divinity is such a full song.
I love Divinity. Like that one, I did so many vocal takes for that one to like get that like that sound right before the chorus.
Yeah, there's so much vocal layering in that, and that's the thing. Like, so a lot was done in the studio, but like a lot was done at home, like on our own.
Shout out to Brian Chase.
Yeah, Brian Chase.
He helped us record guitar and other things. Vocals I did too with him. And then like a bunch of like the background vocals I did at home.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us. This is our first in-person podcast.
Yeah, wow. Feels so
Hopefully
like,
I wasn't shaking too much.
it's very professional.
Yeah.